This is the reaction of a narcissist when your words destroy his ego. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Narcissist and Karma channel. It's time for the following chapter of the saga of the narcissist and retaliation. This video will show you how to put an end to the narcissist's conduct for good. Some truth bombs are so large they can kill the narcissist and all of their followers with a single hit. Just wanted to say how happy I am to have you back. Thank you for watching my videos again, as usual. Anyone who hasn't seen my videos before is in for a wonderful treat. New visitors can sign up for updates by clicking the bell icon to subscribe to our channel and receive notifications whenever we upload a new video. Let's talk about what we can say to a narcissist that will end their pain if this is the case. What I'm about to say, however, may not apply to you or your situation. It's good practice to have your toolbox well stocked at all times. The inflection of one's voice carries as much weight as the words themselves. Keep in mind that the way you feel can significantly affect the outcome of any interaction with a narcissist. This is literally our last resort. If at all possible, keep your cool and act uninterested. No matter who the narcissist says they are, treat the conversation like a commercial deal. Sarcasm, scorn, and other forms of trashy humor are therefore not tolerated. And under no circumstances should you respond to their baiting. Ever. There will be no indication of how you feel about the narcissist to them. Think about the things that don't make sense at first. Giving in to this person's demands or engaging in a heated debate with them is a waste of time. Keep in mind that when communicating with a toxic person such as a narcissist, you are essentially communicating with a child. You're dealing with an adult child who suffered severe emotional trauma and is now extremely self-absorbed, entitled, and arrogant. You don't want to be on the wrong side of someone who will go to great lengths to provoke, manipulate, injure, and get their way, as well as affect the opinions of others and the results of situations. They will also try to influence people and alter the situation so that it benefits them. If they're truly enraged and intent on retaliation, they'll stop at nothing to achieve their goal. They are still willing to say or do anything to achieve their aims. If you know this ahead of time, you can take care of yourself in whatever method makes the most sense to you. Narcissists lack a basic sense of good and evil because they are unable to empathize with others and because they are incapable of reflecting on their own morality. To prove their worth as a hero or a victim, they'll go to lengths and I can't even begin to imagine. It's unfortunate that nothing ever happens to them when they act badly. These individuals will rewrite history and fabricate their own legends to justify their twisted beliefs. They deliberately mislead their customers by omitting key facts. Narcissists are so self-absorbed that your best efforts to show them compassion will fall on deaf ears. No amount of empathy, generosity, or caring will be enough to alter a narcissist's actions. If you're hoping to pick up any lessons about open dialogue, tolerance, or persistence from them, you're wasting your time. It's pointless to try. A narcissist won't give a hoot about whatever you talk about with a regular, healthy individual. Throw the lot of it out the window. You're working toward aims that are completely at odds with what you should be doing. What I mean by counterintuitive is the following. Maintain a stern appearance, an expressionless, soulless, and indifferent demeanor at all costs. When trying to get a point across, it helps to use words and statements that are straightforward and simple. That's an illustration of the point I want to make. Unfortunately, we are unable to take advantage of your generous offer at this time. I wish I could lend a hand, but I just can't. That kind of behavior is obviously unacceptable. That's not how things are going to pan out. What you have to say does not interest me in the slightest. To rephrase, no, it's a complete concept in and of itself. When you say that, you've pretty much covered every angle. Say something like, I've addressed your question, if the narcissist keeps pressing. And don't utter another word, thank you. There can be no middle ground at all. This is not something that can be argued. You can expect a learning curve if this is something you've never done before. You need to put in more time at the gym. You need to get in the practice of giving facts without attaching any emotion to what you're saying or demonstrating high voltage energy intensity if you want to permanently shut down the narcissist. Keep in mind that you want to come out as objective and reasonable in your speech. Following that, please be silent. Allow yourself time to get used to the eerie quiet. When responding with a negative answer, such as no, it's appropriate to wait briefly before continuing. Learn from this embarrassing experience. It's preferable to let silence do its work for a moment after finishing a spoken argument. Just relax and breathe deeply. Everything will be okay. Try to keep your sense of identity intact. Keep in mind that you are only playing the part of a presenter. Since this is a business transaction, no emotions are involved. Rather than just saying, "I don't understand," you may say, "I get what you mean." I may also be read as someone who listens carefully. Read on for further information. My reply is on the way. I plan to learn more about that topic. That is something I need to consider more. A rather flat line is another option. There is no sarcasm in this conversation. After uttering a silent, brief, and precise sentence, you should wait for time. Keeping calm and not responding is the greatest strategy when dealing with a toxic narcissist. Learn this, and the best way is to put it to use. When you're used to keeping quiet, you'll see that it's more powerful than speaking up. Understanding how to use this is crucial, especially when dealing with a self-destructive narcissist. To clarify, I mean that we aim for clarity in all of our communications. To put it another way, what we're saying is that I'm completely independent of you and can do whatever I want. You seem to just want to make an appearance when it's absolutely required. The narcissist who misguidedly thinks you're an easy target will be much more unnerved by the quiet that follows after you've expressed this message effectively. The word awesome can be used in a variety of contexts, but it's crucial to remember that it's not always useful or even necessary. Just do it if you feel that's what's proper. That is not a problem for me in any way. There's no point in me stressing over it. After that, there was total stillness. Let the outcome be decided by a coin flip. The counter-argument that that's not going to happen is strong as well. This is how they will finally understand. The narcissist's disintegration will begin when they discover they no longer control you. It's the only foolproof method of permanently distancing oneself from the narcissist. If you begin behaving and speaking in this manner, you give the message, "I don't care what you think or feel. Move on to an easier target." You're going to put an emphasis on achieving harmony. It can be challenging to start a conversation with a narcissist since they are so combative. At this early stage of idealization, when they are trying to win you over through love bombing, they are most convincing since they are extolling your many admirable qualities. After the honeymoon phase of a new relationship has passed, each person becomes more comfortable being themselves around the other. You'll notice that they have a predisposition to disagree with anything you say. People who are narcissistic typically say, "I disagree." An example of a rebuttal may be, "You couldn't possibly disagree more. You just wish it were false." After that, there was complete stillness. You might also try having them repeat themselves. That's a brilliant strategy for dealing with their irrationality and dishonesty. Don't lose your cool. Instead, ask for a repetition of the procedure in a respectful manner. If they insist on saying it, they should listen to what they are saying for themselves. A person's dishonesty can usually be established by them making a claim that turns out to be utterly wrong. Explain that if it doesn't work, you might not be able to recognize your own voice. Think about that for a moment before moving on. You can get away with it this once, but you shouldn't create a practice of it. There must be total quiet after that. Because of what you've said, they have to face the irrationality and even callousness that lurks within them. You also give them a second chance to make amends for their wrongdoing. Tell them that if they break the rules 10 times or are disrespectful to other players or the game officials, they will be kicked out of the game. They understand the seriousness of the threat. When confronted with such proof, narcissists typically back down or surrender the point. The challenge is to convey all of your intended meaning with as few words as possible, without compromising precision. Keep your cool and your faculties intact. No outbursts of emotion are expected. There's no need to go into detail. Nothing you've done will be excused or defended. Period. Keep your cool and your expression neutral at all times. Take a deep breath in and out, letting your thoughts wander and your body unwind. When a narcissist is being unduly critical or defensive, asking them directly, "Are you okay?" can grab their attention. You might expect a negative reaction because you provoked them. So, I'll respond with a "Oh," and a "if you're interested." If you think it's fine the way it is, don't change a thing. And after that, there won't be any left in the world. The evidence supports our claim. There isn't much else to discuss here. I think we're fine to go for the time being. My sincere wish is that this video was enlightening to you. Feel free to share your ideas in the comment section. If you subscribe and enable notifications, you can view our videos indefinitely. Thank you very much.